Hello, I'm Nancy Beckwith, Excited Director of the Dream Believers Unit. And today I'm going to be talking to you about booking, and I'm going to talk about Power Starts, and I'm going to talk about Pearls of Sharing. So those are two programs that new consultants really need to take a hold of and run with because it's part of your training. So my job as your coach and your mentor is to train you on how to share the product on Faces with people and get opinions, and then also how to share the opportunity, because there's a couple of avenues of income in Mary Kay, and of course the main way that we make our money is by selling the product. Whenever you sell a product, you make half of what you sell. We have 50% profit. So the average party is about $300 right now across the United States. If it takes you 2 hours to do that appointment, that's $150 profit. You guys, that's $75 an hour. That's girl size pay. Don't you agree? I think that's awesome. So I'm excited to share with you how to get those people to get in front of you. Mary Kay is not an aggressive, pushy, I want you to buy something from me business. In Mary Kay, we have a caring, go give spirit. We have our philosophy is that we just want to let people try it for free and then see what they think. And if they want it, great. And if they don't, that's okay too. You're just new friends. So it's kind of fun how people normally when they try the product, they fall in love with something. So your sales are going to come, okay? And I do want to say, even though the average party is $300, that doesn't mean you can expect a $300 party every time you do a party. So I have had parties that have been $0. In fact, just to make you feel better, my first 3 parties, I sold $0. And I thought, oh my gosh, what have I done? Because I had taken a loan. I didn't even have the $100 to start, you guys. I started because I needed money. I was broke. And so I love that. I didn't give up. I listened to my sales director who told me in the beginning to book 8 parties to hold in my first 2 weeks. And that was called a perfect start. And so she said to book 8 because they wouldn't all hold. Someone's going to cancel. Someone's going to cancel on you. Someone's going to get sick. Someone's baby's going to get sick. Someone's dog's going to get sick. Someone's going to get called into work or have to work late or not be able to make it home, or their husband doesn't make it home. You see what I'm saying? It's just real stuff. It's life, but they're not all going to hold. So if you book 8, 5 of those should probably hold. And if you do 5 parties in 2 weeks, you're going to have an opportunity to develop your presentation and those skills pretty quick. And the reason that we do a lot of activity in the beginning in a short period of time is so that you can learn those skills quicker. If you got hired at McDonald's and you went in to train today and then you didn't go back for 6 weeks, you have already forgotten everything that they trained you today. Am I right? So that's the other thing is the more you do in a shorter amount of time, the more you will retain and the more you'll learn and grow from that. And you might realize, about my second party in, I realized I shouldn't have said that, or I want to say that differently, or I had this happen and I don't want this to happen, so I'm going to say this next time to prevent that from happening. You know what I mean? Like whatever it is, whether it's wanting them not to have their children running around while you're doing an appointment, or maybe it's doing the refreshments at the end and not the beginning, and learning to tell your hostess those things. So you will learn more the shorter amount of time that you take in doing the activity. So we have what we call the Power Start. And the Power Start is when you do 30 faces in 30 days. And yes, it's for new consultants. It's to get you trained. If you do 3 people at a party, that's 10 parties. So if you plan on doing 10 parties in a month, oh my goodness, you guys, you will sell probably $1,000 or more, I would say more, in doing 30 faces in your first 30 days, which is wonderful. That's $500 in your pocket, and you're building your customer base quickly, and you've developed your skills, and you're becoming a master beauty consultant. The other thing about doing a Power Start is you're in front of all of those people that everybody knows people. If you have 3 people in front of you, everyone knows people that aren't there, that are also in their circle of influence. So if each person booked another party with you, then you get to see who she knows and her friends and so forth. So you're building your customer base, which means increased sales and increased team building potential as well, which we'll get into in just a minute. But Power starts are amazing, but it's not just for new people. I encourage you, if you really want to make a go of Mary Kay, if you want to earn a car, or you want to become a sales director or replace your income, or you just want fast money quickly, work a power start, because every time you do 30 faces in 30 days, you're going to have great results. You may not see the results right away. I will tell you that sometimes in Mary Kay, we don't get the results for our efforts for 30 days, 60 days. Sometimes it's 90 days after we do the initial work that we see that fruit of our labor. So in the same token, the work that you don't do today, you're going to see the results 30, 60, or 90 days later. So if you're doing a power start, you're going to be great. You're going to be golden. You're going to be learning so much, and you're going to have a lot of fun. Now, if you are time conscious like I was when I began, and you maybe don't have a like, how am I going to do 30 faces? I don't have time for that. There are ways to plan around your schedule. Mary Kay fits into what you're already doing beautifully. So it's not like having something extra you have to add to your already busy plate, and I get that. So my suggestion would be to do things like a super Saturday, where maybe you take one Saturday a month and you do a party at 10 in the morning, and then one at 1 in the afternoon, and then maybe one at 4 in the afternoon, and then maybe one at 7. And you could double book those time slots, so you could have like 2 parties coming at 10, 2 coming at 1, 2 coming at 4, and 2 coming at 7. So you have 8 parties in that one day. That's 24 faces in a day. And I bet you have $1,000 day. So that's exciting. And if you do it at your home, you can just, like when they leave, you just throw away the little disposable trays, reset them for the next group. You're at home, you can take a break, get some water, eat, whatever you need to do. Be with your family for a little bit. But that's just would be one day a month, and you could do 24. So there are ways to fit it in. And if that's something that you want to do and you have a time issue, let me know, and I will definitely coach you and work with you on that. Okay, so there are scripts to use for booking. Yay! So, scripts I thought were cheesy in the beginning, but let me tell you, scripts work. They work. That's why the people at Chick-fil-A always say, it's my pleasure, right? Even Academy Award-winning actors and actresses use scripts. So don't be afraid of the scripts. They actually work. And actually, your first script, if you can write down on a piece of paper somewhere, HOP, HOP. That is the best script. It works for everything. And it just stands for, the H stands for help, the O stands for opinion, and the P stands for practice. So it's, Susie, I really need your help. I just want to get your opinion of our product, and I need to practice on 30 faces. And girl, I don't know 30 people. Could you please help me out? Help, opinion, and practice. You're not saying, hey, can you come over and spend $100 with me because I bought all this stuff and I want to sell it. That's not what we say. It's, I really need help. I need to practice on 30 faces, and I'd love to get your opinion. HOP, you guys, help. Same thing for inviting someone to the meeting to come as your guest. Hey, I really need your help. I would love to get your opinion of what we do in Mary Kay and in our success nights, and I need to practice bringing people. Would you please be my guest? So it's not, HOP works for a lot of different things, but it's really, really great. In your new consultant welcome packet that is found on our website, nancydbeckwith.com, under the new consultant tab, and in your welcome packet that you should have gotten from me in the mail, because I like hard copies too, so you can write on it, check it off. There are scripts. One is a recruiting script and one is a booking script. I want to encourage you to use the script. But let's back it up a step. Who in the world are you going to ask? Who are you going to ask? Whose face are you going to borrow? I suggest sitting down and making a contact list. Now, immediately people go, oh, I don't know. I don't know that many people that like Mary Kay. I don't know people who use Mary Kay. That doesn't matter. You just want to think about who you know with skin. Now, if they don't have skin, run. Zombies. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so seriously, anybody with skin could try and just give their opinion. It's not saying that they're going to switch over from what they're using, but it's going to allow you to have that practice. Now, obviously, we mostly start with friends and family. And so that's a great place to start, but I'm just going to be real with you. Your friends and family are probably not going to be your best customers. Your best true customers are going to be the women you have not even met yet. And that's exciting, you guys. You're going to really grow your business once you get through with friends and family, but friends and family is a perfect place to start. You're going to start there, and it's going to give you the practice you need, and they love you, so they're going to want to help you and get some people together for you. So I would make a contact list. And one of the best tips I can give you about making a contact list is pretend that you're making a wedding invitation list. because you could go from 5 names to 100 names if you're thinking about who you would invite to a wedding, right? So I want you to not prejudge. Don't worry if they don't like Mary Kay. Don't worry if you haven't talked to them in 2 years. If you know them and you think they might be willing to help you practice, then I want you to write their name down. And then you're going to take that booking list and we're going to use the scripts and we're going to get them booked. And there's a 21-day booking power plan on our website. That's that nancydbeckwith.com. And there's text that you can use. So old school Mary Kay, we called everybody, but sometimes today people don't want calls. They prefer texting. So there's there's that avenue as well. And I encourage you to do both, like mix them up, but you can certainly do a lot with texting these days. So I want to encourage you to do that. And your recruiter and me, we will both help you to book and get those first bookings done. So you want to overbook, because remember I said book 8 to hold 5. That's what I was taught. They're not all going to hold. And usually it's only about a third. So if you talk to 10 people, you're going to get 3 people who say no. You're going to get 3 people who say, maybe, let me check my schedule. I don't know. Call me back. And you're going to get 3 people who say, yeah, sure, I'll help you out. Okay? So that's going to be about right. It usually breaks down to be about a third. And so don't get discouraged if somebody tells you no. Don't get discouraged if someone says they have to think about it. You are going to get the yeses, but you have to ask enough people. So if you just ask 3 people, you're only going to get 1 and you're going to feel frustrated. So that's why the contact list, you want to write down as many names as you can. Does that make sense? Okay. So I want to tell you a couple other things. Once you do your first party, your first few parties, we have a referral game that we do during the party where people can refer their friends and family to you. So if they're having fun, what I usually say is, you guys, if you're having fun today, the biggest compliment you can give to me is to share me with your girlfriends. So I'm going to give everybody this sheet of paper. I'm going to give you a few minutes. I'm going to play a fun song on my phone, and you guys can use your phones because no one knows anybody's number anymore. And I just want you to take a few minutes and write down names and numbers of people you think might enjoy doing what you're doing today. And then I usually text those people and say, hey, we have a mutual friend in Susie, and she and I had a great facial appointment, and she thought you might enjoy one too. And then you can book those people too. So you could leave a party with 40 to 60 new names and numbers of people to talk to. So you're not going to run out of faces. Okay? Faces are there, which is great. Another thing is, if you have I would rather you have a $0 sales party and have a booking than to have a $500 party and no bookings, because your bookings are the lifeline of your business. They're your future business. So you don't want to just do one party and not get any bookings, because then you're right back where you started. You want this to continue. That's why we do the referral game, and I'm going to teach you how to book from every appointment. And as long as you do that, you're always going to be in business. Isn't that great? Yay! I love it. I haven't ran out of people yet, you guys. I've been doing this a long time. So it is better to book from a party. Now we have some tools that you can use for your booking. This is one of the tools that's in your Start Something Beautiful magazine. It's called a bubble sheet. National Sales Director Tammy Craik came up with this, and it's a great idea. I want to say there's 52 or 56 bubbles on here. And just as you ask somebody if they want to hold an appointment, you can write their name in there. And then as they say yes or no, or they book, you fill it in. So there's a little key up here. And if you've booked them, this is just to encourage you to do the numbers, like I said, because some people start with 5 people on their list. They get, 3 no's and a maybe, and then they get discouraged. So ask enough people and you'll get the yeses. And if you do this, you should book a power start. This will be at least 10 parties, you guys, at least, from doing a bubble sheet. So this is it is on our website too, nancydbeckwith.com. But it's also in your Start Something Beautiful magazine that came in your starter kit. So I want to encourage you to use the bubble sheet, or if you have another method, I don't care if it's a spiral notebook and you just write down all the names. But you have got to ask enough people to get the yeses, and then that will alleviate any frustration, or because when you only ask 2 or 3 people and they say no, then you feel frustrated. And it's not that Mary Kay doesn't work, you just simply haven't asked enough people yet. So you want to ask enough. So I want to encourage you to use that bubble sheet and to do that. Or just write down in your notebook 1 through 30, at least ask 30 people, then you'll know you'll have 10 yeses. Okay, so we're going to talk about pearls of sharing really quickly. Pearls of sharing, that was all on booking and your power start. And then pearls of sharing is a way for me to help train you with sharing the opportunity. So we're going to partner together and we're going to share the information with 6 women that you know. I would pick the sharpest women that you can think of, or someone that is your bestie, or someone you want to do life with, or someone you just really think would be great to have on your team. And we're going to partner together and we're going to set up either a face-to-face share, a 3-way phone call to share, or maybe bring them to an event to share, like a meeting or something where I can talk to them face-to-face, or we can do FaceTime, something to where we can do these shares. And you're going to hear me present the marketing information to them. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes, and then I let them ask questions and find out if they want to do it or not. It's not for everybody, we know that. If everybody signed up, we wouldn't have anyone to sell to, right? So we love our customers, and that's okay. There is a script for that as well, and it just says, part of my training is to share with 6 women, and I thought of you because, you're always so put together, or whatever, a genuine compliment for her, for your friend. And then just say, you know what, this is probably something you would never ever do, and that's totally okay. I just need you to listen to help me with my training. Is there any reason why you wouldn't be willing to help me out? And by the way, is there any reason why is a great way to ask. Because it's non-evasive, and usually they say, no, there's no reason, so, there you go. So it's easy to get that yes response. Is there any reason why you wouldn't be willing to help me out? Most women want to help other people. So it goes back to that help, opinion, and practice. It's the same thing. I really need your help. I need to get your opinion of our opportunity, and I need to practice. The more you hear me share, the more you will know. So if you're ever at a facial party or with someone and they're asking you questions, after hearing me say it several times, you'll know enough to be able to answer their question. Or you could also say, I'm not sure, but let me find out. Let's call Nancy. And then call me and we'll figure that out together. But we will set up these 6 shares for you. Now here's what's going to happen. When you have your first 3 people listen, you will win a beautiful pearl bracelet from me. It doesn't matter whether they say yes or no. It's just from doing your training. When you have your next 3 people listen, you'll get pearl drop earrings. They're so, so pretty. And you'll get those as a free gift from me for having completed your 6. Now, the company statistic is that 1 in every 5 women who hear the facts say yes and become a Mary Kay Beauty consultant. That means that if we share with 6 people, you will most definitely, should have, guess I can't guarantee it, but you'll probably have your first team member. That's so exciting, you guys. So when you have your first team member, you're promoted to a senior beauty consultant with the company. If it's within your first 4 months of business, that is your great start time period. The company will give you a $50 team building bonus for each new person that you add when they come in and they do their first qualified order. You'll also get commissions off of whatever she orders forever. No matter what amount she orders, it doesn't come from her or hurt her. It comes from the company's profits. Because you see, we have a $1 billion company and it owes no debt. So that's how it gives us prizes and free cars and trips and diamonds and all those fun things. So you'll get commissions. You'll get a $50 team building bonus. You'll also get more free product. Just like when you came in and you did your initial inventory and you get free product bonuses, you will get a team building product bonus for free when you add a team member in your first 4 months for each team member. So that could be up to, I think it's like $158 in a bonus each time, and I don't believe that there's a limit. So if you add 4 people, you're going to get another almost $600 in free product. Again, that you could sell, make 100% profit, use it for your family, use it to save for something, use it to pay off a debt, or use it to pay off your initial investment. It's so smart, you guys. So it's helping you to build your business, but also to make money for your family. And the thing I love about sharing the opportunity is you're truly helping other women and making a difference in their life too. They can do the same thing. It's awesome. I love what we get to do. And Mary Kay wanted us to pass it on. So I'm going to help you to book and do your power start, and I'm going to help you to get your pearls of sharing. Have a great day.